Go. Let's go.
We've got to focus on the road ahead as well. That's it, good work. Hello and welcome to Portugal's Atlantic coast. My name's Mike Cotty and thanks for joining me on location. Today we're starting off from the shores of Nazaré. We've got a relatively easy ride. Well, I say relative, we've still got 2 climbs and we're going to ride them at low cadence. And because it is that little bit easier, we get to enjoy the view all the more. Along the way, we're going to check out some of the local highlights, from the legend of Nazaré to what makes this spot such a surfer's paradise. And if we play our cards right, we may even take a visit to the fortified village of Óbidos and sample some of their famed cherry liqueur. As we depart Nazaré, we'll have a short warm-up before the road starts to rise and we drop our cadence to around 50 to 60 RPM. Working at around 70% of FTP, this climb should take us approximately 10 minutes and we'll be focusing on good form and a steady breathing rhythm. On each of the descents, we're going to reverse our cadence from low to high, keeping the pace between 105 and 115 RPM, aiming to keep relaxed at these higher cadences. We're going to break the second climb down into 2 parts, still maintaining that low cadence and good form, but this time with a touch more intensity. With a brief moment of respite, in total this is going to take us just over 15 minutes, finishing up with a high cadence descent on our way down to the awe-inspiring Foz do Arelho shoreline. In total, we've got 28 kilometres with 380 metres of elevation gain and a max gradient of 12%. Okay then, you ready to rock it? Let's go.
Nazaré.
Looks like we've got a nice day for it. They're drying out all their catch from the day. Yeah, quite a busy place, Nazaré. We're not in the high season yet, so I expect it will get even busier. Quite a nice time to come for early June. Good weather, a little bit of peacefulness still on the beach.
Okay.
Just spin those legs out. Got about 3.5 Ks on the flat, I would say. Oh, looks like some Wahoo fans there. About 3.5 Ks on the flat before we're going to pick up the pace just a touch, get that cadence down and get into the workout.
Welcome to our start town,
Stationed on
Nazaré.
a wide sandy bay overlooked by the massive Sítio headland, Nazaré is one of the finest beach towns in the whole of Portugal's Silver Coast. Historically, this headland provided safety for Nazaré's fishing fleet, with the boats docked high up on the beach, away from the ferocity of the Atlantic Ocean. The vast sandy beach of Praia de Nazaré is regarded as one of the best beaches in Portugal. Sheltered from the strong Atlantic winds and currents, it makes the perfect spot for relaxing days or fun with the family. Behind the beach you'll find traditional fishermen's houses that have been converted into stylish hotels, a scenic promenade with shops and cafes which lead down to the fishing harbour. Nazaré has grown from a small fishing town to a popular tourist destination, while still retaining its distinctive character and proud heritage. In the summer months, Nazaré is a bustling and vibrant holiday hotspot, with tourists drawn by the allure of the white sands and enjoyable holiday vibe. So regardless if you're a big wave surfer or you prefer just to chill and relax on the beach, Nazaré's got something for everyone.
Huh. Something for everyone.
The town. Good conditions today. Got about 20, 21 degrees, so not too hot. And you know what? We've got a northerly wind and we're heading south, so we're going to get a gentle push along the coast today as well.
Okay.
We're going to go straight over this roundabout.
Okay.
Perfect road to warm up on. Gentle gradient, nice little breeze. Yeah, absolutely spot on. Couldn't ask for more, really.
Let's go.
I think we'll take a right-hander, get onto the even more quiet roads.
Nice. We like quiet roads.
All right, get ready for the first climb of the day. I think it starts quite steep, actually. I'm going to bring that cadence right down as well. I'm going to take a right-hander and get onto this workout. All right, let's bring that cadence down. We're not working too hard though. Keep this one around 70% of FTP. Cadence around 50, 60 RPM. Going to be focusing on our good position on the bike, nice and relaxed, breathing, upper body, what we're doing with our hands. Hopefully we're not going to be ducking and weaving too much. Quite a long climb this one as well, so I'd say well over 10 minutes. Let's see how we get on. Quite a kicker to start with. Doesn't last like this for too long, up to 11 or 12% there, slowly tapering back as well. So we're going to take it a bit easier today. Doesn't mean you can't lose the focus. We're going to try and keep that cadence nice and consistent. Enjoy the views, of course, but really get the work in as well. One of those rare sessions that we can take a moment just to really look around and check out our surroundings. We've got the valley off to the left, really beautiful, very green, so obviously get quite a lot of rain around here.
Okay.
That's it, good work. It's actually quite hard not to push too hard when the gradient's 13%. Hard enough to just get over the climb, but we're taming our inner tiger today, keeping it nice and under control.
Okay.
Let's keep those shoulders down. Our road's tapering back just a touch. I'll keep the cadence nice and low. I've got the coast over to the right there. Getting away from it just a little bit, away from the, that good positive energy from Nazare. A little bit more peacefulness here, allowing us just to think about what we're doing. Let's keep that lower back nice and straight. Nice, slow, deep breaths. Oh, smell the pine as well. Always invigorating.
Okay. Nice and easy.
How you doing back there? Nice and warmed up? Looks like you're keeping it together. We're early days, which is good. You know, maybe when we get to the finish point, get a bit of a surf in, eh?
Well, firstly you have to learn to surf, but you know, it's only a small part, it's pretty easy, right?
Yeah,
That's what I've heard.
pretty easy to surf. Ah,
Ah, what a great road. Nice to drive it. Definitely prefer to ride it though.
the wider angle.
Let's keep those hands nice and relaxed. Nice and gently resting on the tops. This workout's not about giving the handlebars the Vulcan death grip.
One. Wanna see to the right.
Ah, great view. Wow. Amazing. Valley off to the left, an ocean off to the right. Ah, that's stunning. The district of Sitio de Nazaré is located at the top of Mount Sitio and historically was an important pilgrim destination. Besides the spectacular view and quaint historical centre, the village is also host to another prominent tourist attraction, a small wooden statue of the Virgin Mary. The statue is believed to have been hand-carved in Nazareth, Israel, and its arrival in Nazaré in the 4th century gave the town its name. The Virgin Mary statue is also the subject of a local legend and part of the story of the first church built in Sitio. The church was constructed overlooking the cliffs to commemorate a miraculous intervention in 1182 by the Virgin Mary, which saved the life of the Portuguese knight Dom Fuas Rufino. Legend has it he was chasing a deer up a hilltop on horseback on a misty September morning when the deer, believed to be the devil, jumped over the edge of the hilltop into a void. Dom's fiery horse was about to follow when the knight invoked the intervention of the Madonna, who made the horse turn away and thus saved the life of the knight. This tale is usually referred to as the Legend of Nazaré.
Wow.
Although Nazaré is steeped in history and religion, in more recent times that's given way to the rise of the big wave surfer.
Huh.
And you see quite a lot of these, they look like almost some sort of fortified battlements, you know, old lookout points or something, but I believe they're old windmills. Here we see the modern windmills now. It is a windy area, that's for sure, so got to harness the power of that natural resource. And in yesteryear, no doubt they did it like that as well, just with some old tools. So you see quite a lot of these old windmills. Some of them you actually see still twirling, but most of them are just there now for, you know, to remind us of the past and, you know, how it was many years back. Oh, right up on the ridge line.
Oh, wow.
Superb. All right, looks like we're approaching the top of the first climb. By my accounts, that's about 10 minutes worth, so good job. Nicely done. So we're gonna get that cadence up a bit for the whole of the descent now. We're gonna keep it over 100, probably more like 105 to 110. Real opposite to what we've been doing. Really spin those legs out. Try not to bob around though. I'm gonna keep nice and relaxed still and well in control and keep that upper body nice and still.
Oh, very nice.
All right, let's take a left, all clear. Okay, we're going to go straight over. Yeah, all clear. Let's keep that cadence up. Really spin those legs out. You see, that's one of the old windmills I was talking about, right in front of us. Looks like there's some sort of cannon sticking out of it, but that's where the actual mills would have been. And another one over to the right. Oh, it's great to be passing history like that. Oh, a long, golden, sandy beach off to the right as well. Wow, that is absolutely sensational. Clear blue waters, clear sky as well. Thanks for joining me on the ride today. Makes it all the better. Nice gradient for the downhill as well. Means we can really just soak up these views today. Now, although it might be a lot calmer today, Nazaré is home to some of the biggest waves in the world, and in the winter they can reach up to over 30 meters in height. Because of the winds and current, unfortunately there are no big waves here in the summer, which is the perfect excuse to come back and check out Nazaré's awesome spectacle. Powerful Atlantic Ocean currents are channeled through Europe's largest underwater canyon, the Nazaré Canyon, before being expelled at its head to create waves that are taller than most houses. In winter, fearless surfers come to surf those colossal waves, with events attracting over 100,000 spectators, often perched up high here, right by the lighthouse. Over the years, numerous surfing records have been set at Nazaré, and in fact on November the 8th, 2017, Brazilian surfer Rodrigo Coxa broke the world record by surfing a monster wave 24.4 metres high. For this feat he entered the Guinness World Record for the biggest wave ever surfed. The best place to watch the action is at the fort of São Miguel Aranho, which was originally constructed back in 1577 to protect this part of Portugal's shoreline from attack. After briefly being taken over by Napoleon's troops in the 1800s, it wasn't until 1903 when this 8-metre high lighthouse, with its light shining 14 nautical miles, was built to guide its fishermen at sea. Today it's home to a museum dedicated to Nazaré's extreme surfing, with an impressive collection of surfboards from the legends of big wave surfing. It's all right. We're taking it easy today, just cruising. We're out for a soothing session, not a smash fest. I mean, it is tempting, but we've got to restrain ourselves. Nice flowing road, That wind's awesome, really giving us a helping hand. It's not often like that, so I'm going to take that with, yeah, arms wide open. Nice to see the different architecture in all these different regions as well. Definitely more terracotta roofing and whitewash than some of the other places we've visited.
Ah,
I'm going to keep that cadence up well in the hundreds until we get to the start of the next climb, which isn't too far away now. Even so, the intensity is relatively low. You might start to feel, you know, pushing that higher cadence for an extended time. So it's all good training to get you more efficient. Right, we're going to join this road and take a left. Okay, all clear.
okay. A lot of downhill.
And we'll take a right here. We're going to just pop into San Martino de Porto.
Okay.
Just going to pop onto the shoreline of the San Martino de Porto, over these cobbles. Beautiful, quaint little village, this one. If you're looking for pure peacefulness, and this is certainly something to be considered. I'm going to take a left-hander. And we're onto the bike path, reserved just for us. Stunning little cove, this. Let's go find out a little bit more.
Paradise.
The resort town of São Martinho de Porto is on one of the most unique coastal features of Portugal and is a perfect place for a relaxing holiday. The town sits on the northern side of a wide sandy bay which is separated from the powerful Atlantic Ocean by a high headland. As we can see behind me, the constant pounding from the Atlantic Ocean has eroded the rock through the headland, opening up into a small tranquil bay. The bay is only connected to the sea by an opening of a few metres, and this peacefulness has transformed the small fishing village into a family-friendly holiday destination. With its soft golden sands and perfectly still sea waters, the bay is great for children, but also perfect for sailing, windsurfing and kayaking. For non-water sport activities, try the Pasadico de Bahia, a raised wooden boardwalk that extends around the southern side of the bay and passes through the sand dunes. For such a unique location, with its close proximity to Óbidos and Nazaré, San Martino
Spain.
is practically unknown to tourists. So if you're looking for extreme peacefulness and calm, this is definitely the place for you. Right, let's just pop onto the road. Straight over this roundabout. Nice to see those boardwalks taking you on a nice journey through the dunes. Ah, beautiful. Remember, keep that cadence up. We're nearly at the foot of the next climb. It's one main climb. We're going to break it down into two sections.
Yeah.
We've got a small downhill around the midsection, so we'll recover slightly on it. We're going to drop that cadence again. We're going to work a little bit harder this time. Not too much, but you know, you might feel it just a little bit more. Recover. Back onto the low cadence, all the way to the top. Straight over this roundabout, I think we're going to bear slightly to the right. We just picked up a sign for Foz do Areia. That's our final destination today. Probably about 12 k's time. Right, let's drop that cadence again. Do a bit of a systems check. Hands on the tops, shoulders down, chest out, lower back nice and straight. Breathing under control. I say we're gonna up the intensity just a touch. This first section of the climb is quite a bit steeper, hence why the intensity is just a touch harder. If we don't push a bit harder, probably end up going backwards. That's it, good job.
Jeez.
More on location fans, they're everywhere, you know. It's quite a straight road now, so all about the focus. Good opportunity really to double down on our form, make sure we're doing everything as best as we can. If we realise we're getting a little bit flaccid in any areas, then
Yep.
yeah, it's a good moment to tighten things up. So make sure that core's nice and engaged. Nice. Starting to warm up as well. We're up to 25 degrees now. We're at 9%, so not easy. Like I said, we're not recovering today. We're not working at our max capacity either. So should come away from this session feeling nicely invigorated, quite cleansed and soothed. That's the goal. If that's how you feel, then you've done it spot on.
Daš mi vprašanje to.
All right, I'm going to keep that cadence low. The road's starting to plateau. We've got a slight rise as well. We're not quite at the very top, so just going to keep that cadence nice and low all the way along this section as well. That's it, nice work. See, a nice straight road, eh? Looks like the Romans built it. That's it. Good work. All right, let's keep it pushing over the top. And let's bring that cadence up. Only a very short recovery section. See if we can use the momentum and keep the cadence up just to punch over this little rise, and we'll keep descending down and we'll hit the second half of this climb.
Óbidos is one of the finest examples of a fortified town in Portugal. It's also one of the best tourist attractions in the Lisbon region, so we thought we'd come and check it out. With its name derived from the Latin word oppidum, meaning walled city,
The iconic walls of the historic centre rise out of the surrounding countryside like a mirage. Although it's not the only fortified city in the country, Óbidos still manages to stand out for its magnitude and beautiful presentation. Its peculiar structure is easily recognisable, and after a quick wander through the town, it's easy to see exactly why this town has been included as one of the 7 wonders of Portugal. Historically, Óbidos was owned by the Queen of Portugal, a tradition that began in 1282 when the town was gifted to Queen Isabel on her wedding day. This royal patronage has left a positive, enduring legacy on Óbidos, and today it's often cited as being the most charming and attractive town in the whole of central Portugal. Óbidos has traditional houses, pretty cobbled streets, and an impressive medieval castle, and while the town may only be small, taking just a couple of hours to explore, it's definitely worth a visit. As if it couldn't get any better, the Óbidos region is famed for its cherry liqueur, produced by infusing morello cherries in alcohol. Naturally, we couldn't come all this way and not sample it for ourselves, so we've got the cherry liqueur, and it comes in a nice chocolate shot as well. So right, line them up, barman, the night's young. All right, as the road slowly starts to rise now, we just gradually bring that cadence down again. We're getting to our last section to climb. Right. Last climb of the day, let's make this one count. It's more gradual than the first part of the climb, so we're going to ride it slightly easier. Sure, that's going to win me some friends. Keep those shoulders down, upper body nice and relaxed. Focus on that pedal stroke as well, pedaling all the way around the circle.
Yep. Ah, it is what it is.
That's it. Keep focused, we're nearly there. Gradient back up to 7.5%. Amazing how this low cadence takes its toll.
Easter.
It's a real drag, this one. Perfect for this type of ride. I hope you're enjoying it.
Sorry.
Still looking good there. I'll tell you what, as we go over the top, you can take a big turn and get to see the views first. We're nearly there, so. Oh, I can see the ocean. We're getting close. There it is off to the right. Golden sandy beach down there. All right, let's get that cadence back up. Awesome job. Nicely done. Just one last downhill to come. Oh, look at that. Turquoise waters are coming into view. Getting ready for touchdown.
Nice. Yep.
I can't have all the views to myself.
Silver Coast.
Welcome to Costa de Preta. the relatively unknown but panoramically beautiful silver coastline of central Portugal. Stretching for over 240 kilometres, this coastline is dotted with pristine beaches and old quaint fishing towns that hold hundreds of years of history. With miles of coastline and the stunning inland waters of the Óbidos Lagoon, the Silver Coast is heaven for water sports enthusiasts of all abilities, and while surfing is the major activity, it's not the only one. With its mild climate, sheltered location and good winds, there's something here for just about every type of water sports enthusiasts, from windsurfing to kite surfing, wakeboarding and water skiing.
Just a few hundred metres north of the lagoon are the Foz do Areia boardwalks. An installation of pathways and steps with magnificent views and the perfect spot to loosen the legs after a good bike ride.
The main purpose of these boardwalks was to keep curious tourists away from the dangerous cliff edge, as well as preserving the local natural flora and fauna. With a length of approximately 800 metres, the boardwalks connect a set of cliffs and dune systems of high ecological sensitivity and biodiversity. The coastal views are sensational. Not only is it nice to enjoy on any day, but after a good bike ride, it's even better. Let's take a right-hander. Oh, look at that.
Ooh.
Unbelievable. Get that fresh sea breeze air in your lungs. You deserve it. We've earned it today. Check that out for a coastline. Oh. Wow.
Oh,
Stunning.
oh.
Oh man, that's beyond words.
This.
Look at that. I don't see many beaches like that, that's for sure. Well, unless you're on Portugal's Atlantic coast. All right, let's take a right-hander and soak up some of those sea views. Wow, what a beach. Thanks for joining me today. Until the next time, peace out.
Nice. Ah, nice. Okay. Let's see what's a 9. I'm basically done for today. Nice and easy ride today. British on the riding still. Marin's riding. Yeah, I'll send it to Marian. Why not? Why not? Okay, let's go. Yeah, let's go. Okay. That Marian, he's doing some what easy work. Yeah, easy. Lower threshold 1, some lower threshold 2. So yeah.